Shaun Micallef.
Thank you. It's the hottest audience in town.
Absolutely. I'm going to almost.
Always great to have you here, and the show looks great. But you have 2 shows on primetime TV right now.
I do.
How would you say your retirement's going?
Well, no, I did say I'd retire from Mad as Hell, which was the show that I ran on ABC.
Yes.
So I left it open. There was an opportunity to do. In fact, the show that I've got now on the ABC was going to be on at the same time as the SBS show.
Yeah, right.
But I got them to move it to Tuesday. So now the show with Aaron, which is on next Tuesday, is up against Aaron on Taskmaster. 10 plays great though, you know.
It's one of the best on 10.
You cover so much in this show. Did it ever feel like it was just Shaun Micallef's gap year?
No, I don't think. No, this is me being very generous to the guests on the show. So this is all about, in the case of next week, Aaron, and then the week after that, I think it's Whipper.
Whipper.
We go to Switzerland with Whipper.
Wow.
And I spent a whole day of our 4-day shoot visiting Charlie Chaplin's house in Geneva.
Oh, yeah.
No, which doesn't turn up in the doco at all. It was just an opportunity for me to go to that house.
So this is you debunking the gap year question.
It's pretty much a holiday for me.
Absolutely. What was it like? You mentioned Aaron there before. Like, I'm very good friends with Aaron, but like I've never seen him be sincere or have a moment where he kind of, feels vulnerable.
That's about you, Sam.
Day
Day one, he was.
Day one, really?
Okay,
okay, that's interesting. But how? Okay, for people that have never seen it, what was it? What was that like? Because people are only used to seeing him being kind of quite funny and absurd.
Yeah. Well, I have a lot of time for Aaron's comedy, so I knew that we could play. I kind of assumed we could play together, and we did. We had a lot of fun, and we kind of worked out a little double act for ourselves. And then about halfway through, when the camera's on you all the time and the mic's on you all the time, eventually the line between performance and actually just being disappears. Be like you guys. I mean, do you realise you're on television?
No.
Hang on.
I just drove into work this morning.
But you end up having a conversation. You end up sort of, just being real people. So, despite his best efforts, Aaron is a real person.
Wow.
I hope you get to meet him one day.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Shaun, going into this, you've been on an episode of Who Do You Think You Are, so you know what that journey is like. Did you have an appreciation, though, for how much taking the comedians on this journey about their family history would have an emotional impact across the board?
Yeah, look, there was always that opportunity. I mean, I did approach it by thinking, we're just going to have some fun. And indeed, like in Lizzie Who's case, we go to Ireland and we deal with an IRA ancestor from the 1920s. So there's enough distance on that for us to, be funny around it and treat it seriously when it needs to be. But in Aaron's case, it's his dad's story. So it's not that far away.
Yeah.
And it's, in a way, a more difficult story to tell because it's only one generation behind. So, yeah, they're all different. They're all we didn't know what we were doing, essentially, but they're all very different, and the guest and the story end up dictating how we tell that story. So there's no formula yet, which is really nice.
So that's how you broke him down. You went through the father.
I did, we went through the father. Indeed, Aaron's about the age of my oldest boy. So I was kind of a surrogate. I was surrogate father for him, and and there was no plan really. It was just that's the way it turned out. I hope it was a good experience.
I have a question for you. It's intriguing. So everywhere you go, they're all just walking around, free as a bird. Everywhere you go, you seem to be carrying this black bag.
Yeah.
What's in the bag?
Well, I had some makeup.
I did not expect that answer.
I had some powder. I had a moleskin. I had some notes.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't want to use cards, or I didn't want to do an interview, by having notes or anything like that.
Course.
So yes, there's a little bit of makeup, a comb,
cheese,
some cheese.
Happily, no Tupperware though. So
No Tupperware.
Shaun Micallef's Origin Odyssey premieres Tuesday night on SBS. Would you please thank Shaun Micallef?